Welcome back. If you saw the first half, this is a continuation of my first watercolor portrait on a 6x6 watercolor paper. And here I'm doing the wet on wet with the blue. Real quick, just wet it down real fast. Just trying to learn the different types of watercolor effects that you can do. And I just love doing portraits, faces. I have a thing about doing faces and people. Not so much with backgrounds or flowers. Most of the stuff that I've seen, that I've watched on how to do watercolors, they're doing floral stuff. And I've just tried to use the different little things that they've shown me. And this is my first attempt at trying to do dreadlocks. I'd never even attempted dreadlocks before. Oh, and if you like doing faces and portraits and stuff like that, just go to the Draw Me Reddit because there's people posting every day really interesting pictures that they want different artists to do. And you can also see everybody's interpretation of that. I haven't actually submitted anything to it, but I've checked out everyone's work and seen, well, got some interesting faces to draw and paint. And I'm just mixing easy, just basic browns, and then I'm not going, I'm kind of using my own, what do you call it, artistic license, that kind of changing things from the original drawing. A lot of the tones and hair and stuff. I wanted it to have more, be more colorful. I mean, I always do more cartoony type stuff. And this is really leaning more towards the realistic than I ever do. But it seems to be real easy to do with the watercolors. And what's another thing that I'm really loving about the watercolors is the way that you can like layer it. Just let it dry for a little while and come back over it with another color, and everywhere it overlaps there's like another color. It just gets more depth and more vibrant the deeper it goes. I mean, almost to no end. And then also just trying to be careful just how fragile the watercolor actually is. If I've actually like, there is like a funky spot on this where I like touched it with a dirty finger, or I had some paint on my finger. And I did another one where I accidentally dropped my brush and the paint like hit it. And it's hard to fix. You can, just if you just keep adding water to lift it up. And then the other thing too is just how the paper got to be more and more like a paper chip. I got some water blocks I'm going to be painting on. If you're liking me doing this, leave a comment. Leave a comment. And if you would actually, I don't know if I'm going to be doing live streams again, because I am able to focus better not doing it live, but I so used to having this camera going, I'm going to try and do some more of these. And if you want to see more, please definitely leave a comment, a like, a share, all that kind of crap. But I ended up crunching this was actually 4 sessions. Between the first session and these that I smashed together, I probably spent 2 hours on this. I mean, I could spend more on it, but honestly, I was afraid I was going to screw it up. So I decided to just stop here and call it a lesson learned. A lesson learned in portraiture, watercolor portraiture from this old stoner. Oh, yeah, yeah.